You'll never feel the way I feel. You don't know if my love is real. Baby, listen to me, here's the deal. When you're not here, I'm not.
Hey, what's up? It's Elizabeth, the Minister of Beauty, and I share the Bible that's business inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. So it's been a while since I've done one of these life vlogs, so I thought I would do a quick one since it's the beginning of the final quarter of the year. And I cannot believe how fast the year has gone by, but honestly, it hasn't even really been fast. The days sometimes have been long, but ultimately it's flown by. This year has honestly been a very tough year. I will say that in light of my life and all of the things that I've strived for and have succeeded in my life and in business, I will say the last 6 years, it has been a test for me. And I've been sometimes like, God, what in the world is going on? So for those of you who are new to the channel, I want to welcome you. Thank you for stopping by. Don't just stop by, subscribe to the channel, like the video, watch the other content, and come back for more. But I am a licensed esthetician. I'm also a beauty business owner and operator. I've been for 16 years now. And I'm also a skincare line creator. You can go to my websites. I have the links in the description so you can check them out and order some products. I would really appreciate it, and your skin will appreciate it too. But listen, guys, I've talked a little bit. I started just sharing a little bit of the things that I've been going through in my personal life, because I don't talk a whole lot about personal on my channel. But I talked about how my husband was diagnosed with PTSD, is complex PTSD, and there have been a number of other health challenges and issues that he has been going through, which ultimately I've been going through it too. I'm not going to go into all of that. I may be able to share some of those stories at another time. And also, I don't want to make this video a very long one, but this year has been extremely challenging in that area. I will say that there have been a lot of days and nights where I have cried my eyes out because I'm like, God, I don't know how much more I could take. There have been times where I didn't even really recognize my husband because I'm like, who is this person? I don't know what's going on. There was a lot of times he wasn't even himself. It's been a lot. It's been really rough. And working through this VA system to get him the help that he needs. And there have been some days where it seemed hopeful, and then other days where it's like, well, damn, I guess not. But we're still working through it. But he has not given up hope and given up on life. He has been getting help and treatment. And even though he is still dealing with these health challenges and disabilities, he's not giving up. And it has helped me to just really stand strong, even though there have been a lot of times where I just really felt like I was going to crumble. There have been times when I would go into my business and staff wouldn't even really know what to say, team members. And I can remember one day I was just talking to one of my team members and I just started crying. And I felt so embarrassed. I was like, oh my God. But I'm a human being. I've said this to someone before because I've gone through a lot in my business with having staff and team members. I've gone through so much with different people. And I can remember I was having a conversation with somebody one day and I was like, I don't know why some people think that because you own a business that you're just cruel and heartless or you're just a machine. But I'm a person and I have feelings too. Yeah, I can't allow the feelings of what I go through to just stop me or break me down and stop moving. But there have been a lot of times where I felt that way because I've had to do a lot of pivots and changes in my business life because of people that have just been downright deceitful and dirty, cruel and heartless. So all of those challenges that I've gone through in business and then now in my personal life and just combining all of these things up over the past 6 years, And then you combine that with dealing with the pandemic and all of that stuff. It's only by the grace of God that I honestly have not lost my mind. So me even doing content and trying to be consistent, I honestly have not been, because I've just been honestly going through hell. It's a wonder that I've even still been doing this. But I said I want to keep doing this and keep being consistent, no matter who shows up, because there's some people that they regularly do support me, and I appreciate that. So I don't want to let anybody down. And I also don't want to let myself down. For me, it's more about not letting myself down than anybody else. But the reason why I just wanted to do this quick vlog is not to just sit and talk about what all I've gone through. Because I've gone through a lot. But a lot of people are going through stuff right now. A lot of people are suffering. A lot of people are struggling. A lot of people are trying to figure things out. Some people are going through things in their personal life. Some people are going through things in their work life, their businesses, and whatever. You're going to make it. I'm saying that from someone who has been like staring down the barrel of a gun. And when I say that literally and figuratively. I'm not going to go into all of that right now, but I did. And that has been something that I'll never forget. But the fact that I still have life, I still have the blood flowing through my veins, I still have the breath in my body, I can still function, I'm still here. I am so determined to make it, and not just make it just to be okay, but to over and above exceed and excel anything that I've gone through in my past. I am determined, and I feel like only when you really go through the hardness, and like the Bible says, endure hardness as a good soldier, that you truly can be strengthened, and then realize that no matter what comes or who goes, you can make it in this life, in this world. And so I've been inspired by a lot of different people that I've met, that I've seen, that I maybe subscribe to their YouTube channels or their podcasts, and those things have really helped me. But ultimately, what God has allowed me to go through in my life has kept me going. And so I'm happy to report that my husband is doing a lot better. He has been honestly, like, even though he's still dealing with those challenges, his day-to-day interactions, it's just been like, this is the man that I know. This is the man that I'm used to having in my household and in my life. And I'm so happy about that. Dealing with someone that has PTSD, complex PTSD, and then as well as you by proxy having it also, is a huge challenge. And so trying to keep your mind right, trying to stay focused and do the things that you have to do on an everyday to day basis with your work, with your business, with other people, that is a challenge. And that really has been a challenge for me. I can say that I feel like just in this past year, maybe including last year, I have experienced so many different things with these challenges that it kind of feels like a span of 10 years has gone by in a 2-year time period. And it's crazy. Ooh. But again, life has been lifing, but I have continued to stand. And so with the great things that have happened in life, and then the concerns that I've had so many concerns, but the one thing that I know, and I'm going to just encourage you to do, that I have done, is when I have literally released it to God and said, God, you know what I'm going through. I need your help. I cannot do this one on my own. I can't do none of it. I need your help. And when I have released it and just actually said, I'm going to trust you. I know what it looks like. I know what it seems like. I know what this may say and that may say, and what this person may say and what that person may say. But I trust you that you're going to work it out. There are some things that I was looking to do, and it seemed like it was going to be okay. It wasn't something that I really wanted to do, but it was going to be something to help me in my business journey. And I was like, God, I don't know if this is for me, but if it doesn't work out, this prevention will be your protection. And that just means that you have something better for me. So when I looked at something else, and when I really looked at it, I already had something that was going to work out for me that was a much better opportunity than what I was pursuing. So I say that to say God already has something available for me that I wasn't even paying any attention to. So you might already have what you need, and if you don't, trust and believe God that He's going to make it happen for you. Don't worry. Don't try to make it happen. Don't try to make things work out. I can say that that's one of the mistakes that I've made in my life, is when I would try to make something work. Ultimately, I would wind up messing everything up instead of just being patient, waiting, resting, and trusting that God is going to work it out. And I don't have to try to make it work. I don't have to try to make it be a thing or make it so that it will be what I need it to be. And that might sound crazy to some people. You might be like, what are you talking about? I don't want to say exactly, because everybody's situation is different. So it could be a money situation, and just giving some examples. It may be a money situation, and you're trying to make something work out by maybe applying for something with one company, and then it turns out that God already made a way for you, and there's somebody that knows you that says, look, I have this for you. I want to get this to you. How do I get it to you? So you don't even have to go and try to make it work with this place or this company that you were going to try to make it work at. Or giving an example from maybe even a few years ago, I was pursuing a business location where I wanted to move my business to, and it was going to be this great place, new construction, all of that good stuff. But the shopping strip, there's going to be 4 different businesses in it, and one of them was already secured. Actually, a couple of them were already secured, and there were 2 spaces that were available. And this was going to be my first time getting new construction, and I could just have it built out the way I wanted it to be built out. Thought it was going to be a great thing, and it ultimately didn't work out because of the non-competition situation, where if one business is already doing some of the things that you're doing, like you're not going to see 2 pizza places in one shopping strip. It's a non-compete thing. You're not going to see 2 Chinese restaurants in one shopping strip. You're not going to have 2 grocery stores in one shopping strip. You're not going to have 2 liquor stores in one shopping strip. So it's a non-compete thing, and I understand it. But the business that was already going to be there, some of the services that they had in their clause were services that, by our state standards for the state board, they weren't even supposed to be offering. But the landlord doesn't care anything about that. All they want is their rent, so they could care less. So I was so offended by it. I was so upset. But the realtor that I was working with at the time, he said, well, we have some other places that we could check out. And for a moment I said, I'll wait on it. And then I reached back out, because some of the places that was sent to me, I was like, well, maybe we could check this place out. I never considered going to that area, but let's check it out. Checked it out, and lo and behold, that's where I am still to this day. The space is larger, the rent is more affordable, and I was able to move in there before that other place was completed. And the time that they said they were going to be done, of course, it was going to be much later than what they initially said that it was going to be. So ultimately that worked out for me. So there was already something available, that was more beneficial for me than that other place was going to be that I just had my eyes on and my heart set on and all that other stuff. So I'm just sharing that as an example. A lot of times you already have what you need, and then if you don't, it's going to manifest. Just be patient, just rest, and in the meantime, just be thankful. Just be thankful. The Bible says, be content in the state that you're in. It doesn't mean that you have to really like it or that you don't have to strive for better things, better opportunities, better money, better quality of living, better place to live, better all around. It doesn't mean that you have to stop trying to get that type of stuff for the life that you want to live, but ultimately don't complain in the place that you're in. Do your best to show gratitude and be grateful for where you are and thankful for where you're going to. And that has definitely helped me. Even when you don't feel like doing it, that's actually the test, to press and do it when you're not in a space of feeling like doing it. But I'm telling you, it's going to work out for your good. All of the challenges that I've been experiencing in my life, even through this year, like, it has really been a lot. I'm used to my husband, even though I've been successful in business and all of that good stuff, I've never just done it on my own and just, being in a space where my husband wasn't able to work for almost a year. That has been hard. And not just because of the money situation, the money factor, but also because I've had to take care of his health physically, mentally, emotionally, and not really having help and still trying to run a business and all that other stuff that comes with that. There have been times where I just really felt like throwing in the towel on everything. I can't tell you that my number of times I just wanted to jump in my car, hit the road, and just drive somewhere and not turn back around, just because that's those times when you just really feel like giving up. But God is a keeper, and He has kept me, and He has not allowed me to give up, even when I felt like it. So I'm just grateful to say that in this time, as we just start the third quarter of this year, I'm feeling a whole lot better. Things are looking up, and faith isn't a feeling. Faith really is about just knowing that ultimately it's going to work out for you, even if it doesn't feel that way. Because here's the thing, most of the time it's not going to feel like it's working out. Most of the time you're going to hear the voices, you're going to get the phone calls, get the voicemails, get the text messages, the letters in the mail. You may get, who knows? I'm just saying, you're going to have those constant voices and reminders of how it just seems like things are not working out, and you need to do this to make this turn around. And then lo and behold, God's like, I got you. Don't worry about it. Just trust me. Just rest, and I will restore. And that is something that I've been standing on. Rest and restoration. Rest meaning, yeah, I'm going to work and I'm going to do the things that I need to do and have to do, but I'm going to rest in knowing that God's promises are sure. He's never going to allow me to completely fail. I may experience some losses, but those are lessons. And ultimately, I'm going to have the victory. And this is all going to be a testimony. You cannot have a testimony if you never have a test. And sometimes those tests are heavy. Sometimes it's feeling like, I ain't going to pass this one, God. Satan won this one. There's some times where you just might feel like that, but don't ever claim that. Claim victory. Know that you have it, and know that everything is going to work out for your good. So things are working out. Things are looking out. I'm still here, and I'm just even more determined today than ever before to see the success, to see the good life, and just enjoy my life. One of the things that I really haven't been able to really do in quite a while, because it's just been a lot of things that have been going on for years that I didn't even know it, even recognize until one day it just came to me, and it's like, this is going on. This needs to be checked. This needs to be addressed. Because when you've known someone for so long, like I've known my husband, you don't just automatically, when it comes to a mental health situation, you just don't automatically think that something has changed in that way. You might be just taking stuff personally that ultimately it's not even really that person, and it's definitely not even you. So coming to those realizations, having the doctors test and do all those different things and finding out what it actually is. And then not only that, but learning how to operate in that, because it's not that, okay, once the diagnosis comes that automatically things have shifted. No, I'm still trying to learn how to operate. He's still trying to learn how to operate in that. And then outside influences and forces and voices and all that other stuff that really don't mean you any good, and then they're trying to cause turmoil and stuff in your household when they don't live there with you. It's just been a lot. It's been a lot. And I've had a lot of sleepless nights, long days, lots of crying, lots of tears. But God is working everything out. So I just wanted to do this quick little life vlog because I don't want to just talk about what I'm going through, but I'm saying all of these things to just encourage somebody that might listen to this, because mental health is not taken seriously in this country, unfortunately. And then a lot of times when people go through stuff, they throw around words like, oh, they're crazy, or they're whatever, and it's just not right. It's not. And there are levels to it. There are degrees to it. There are changes that happen, adjustments that need to be made, things that you need to learn about that condition, that person, and also yourself. It has not been easy. And so, yeah, it's been a lot. But I'm looking forward to better days coming. Better days are here. I'm claiming that for me, claiming that for you. And everything's working out. Just continue to trust and believe. And I started a new thing recently that has really been helping me in just being more intentional about my time, spending my time with God and in prayer and in reading and journaling and things like that. And it has done wonders for me. If you want to know what it is, let me know in the comment section and I'll share it with you. I'll probably do a separate video on it. But it's really been helping me, and I can tell you that when I started doing this, I started maybe about a week ago, completely doing it every single day, and the victories that I've seen so far in my life has been like, wow, just wow. And I'm not even saying that me doing the stuff is me giving myself the credit for making things happen. It's all ultimately just trusting God. But also I just wanted to share that to say that just being intentional about in your time of trusting God and believing that He's going to work everything out, and resting, but you're still working in resting, if that makes sense. So yeah, guys, life is lifing, but I'm still here. I'm grateful that things are looking up, and that song that I love by Leandria Johnson, Better Days Are Coming. And they're here. I'm claiming that for me and claiming that for you. So guys, thanks so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for those who already are subscribed for coming back. I appreciate it. And thank you for liking this video. Share it with somebody that you know, like, and love. And, comment in the comment section. Better days are coming. So thanks for being here. I'm Elizabeth, the Minister of Beauty, and I share the Bible, business inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. So until the next time, I hope and pray you all have an amazingly blessed and beautiful day.
You don't know if my love is real, baby.